So I'm thinking, you've got this new EP out.
Yes, I do.
We could talk about it in a studio, or we could go and walk 7,500 steps.
I think it's a great idea. I thought you were about to say walk 7,500 miles and like,
The new hit
see
single
you in
by
4
Oliver
years.
Cronin.
See you in 5 years when I'm in Perth.
Let's go for a walk.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
So, how are you feeling about putting an EP out?
Scared, but I think that's important to feel something, you know? I care about it.
It's all we
which
want to do at
means-
the end of the day.
Yeah, which means, you know, I'm nervous to see what people think and I'm nervous to let go of these songs. You know, they're mine now, and on Friday they're everybody else's. So,
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah.
Are
Are we going?
on the...
Yeah, they're over there.
Oh, they're over there? Okay, we'll go back that way. So, you took a little bit of time off between projects, which we've
Yes.
talked about in the past, but you want to talk a little bit more about why you had to do that, why you felt you had to do that?
I think for a long time, for pretty much most of my career, I've felt a bit like I didn't know where I fit, not just in life, but like in amongst the industry and sonically and where I belong. And I think I was chasing something to try and fit into some sort of place which I didn't really understand was.
Yeah.
And after doing a lot, achieving a lot, having chased dreams for a long time, I had this moment where I thought I needed to do something for myself a little bit and not just trying to chase these things that, you know, when I toured Europe, when I got nominated for awards, like these things are great, but I didn't really like fulfill me like I thought they might have fulfilled me. And so when I got back from tour and had some time to reflect, I realized that I think I needed to just look a bit inward and take some time to understand who I was and who I wanted to be, and do that for me rather than do it to chase something else. And why am I trying to fit in? Why am I trying to be somebody? Just be myself. So I needed to search for myself, and I'm still searching, but
It's a lifelong search,
it's a
isn't it?
lifelong search, and I think it scared me a little bit because I was just running on autopilot for so long.
Yeah.
That I hadn't actually thought about who I was and who I wanted to be and where I fit in everything. So it was important for me to find myself a little bit more and look inward a little bit.
It's probably a really rudimentary question, but I think it probably speaks to, you know, why you had to go through that and come back to the real you. Why did you get into music? Why was music your thing?
I was essentially manufactured to be in music. My mum is a musician, and a very good one at that. She was in bands, she studied music, she taught music.
Wow.
What
Did she play or sing?
Yeah,
or?
I mean, she's classically trained in 5 instruments: the clarinet, piano, guitar, a lot of crazy instruments. She studied music in Tanzania for some time.
Wow.
So I grew up with a lot of world music and a lot of, I mean, my dad was into like Pink Floyd and like more psychedelic stuff, and my mum was playing Angelique Kidjo and, you know, all these African artists.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was in the womb and she was playing guitar on her belly. So like, I think it was just in my DNA.
It rubs off.
That I was meant to make music. I mean, there are photos.
It's very hard walking around, by the way, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's like, how do we not bump into people? I mean, hopefully they see us and just stay out of the way. It's like a walk straight challenge. Who's going to move first?
This whole tripod
Yeah,
thing.
the whole tripod
My whole
thing.
life is a walk straight challenge.
Absolutely, I think it's smart.
Yeah.
There's photos of me when before I could even walk, and I'm like tapping on drums, and I'm trying to like, I remember as a kid, and there's photos of it in my release party. If you come, you will see, and I'll post some of them. There's like me standing on like 3 milk crates. I'm like 6 years old in the back garden, standing on milk crates with.
On the TikTok name.
Good times. And I have like a fake guitar in my hand, and I'm I am beatboxing and I'm pretending I'm Jimi Hendrix on stage, and I'm just like playing shows to no one. And I think I was just always meant to be a performer and a singer, but then I got into high school and I just completely left that behind and I forgot about it all. And so when I came back to music, I forgot about it. I didn't understand that I had all this like previous history of me being super into music, and my mom kind of like just feeding me music for my whole life. And when I started making it, and I'm like, Mom, like this kind of comes naturally to me. She's like, yep, that's because I brought you up on this.
Literally,
This is
it's
literally
been in
meant
your
to
DNA.
be. So
In that gap when you were in school and you kind of forgot about it for a bit, what was the plan? Was there a plan?
yeah, there was a plan. Sports was a massive
Of
thing
course,
for me.
yeah. So you were like quite good. You were professional.
Oh,
level,
I
right?
almost, I was the level below.
Yeah.
I never quite got paid
Yeah.
for it. I think I was probably too young. But I was playing cricket from such a young age. I mean, I was always into sports. I was, in a non-cocky way, I ended up just being good.
Speak on it,
It's like,
speak on it.
I was just like so happy to be good at a lot of sports, and I loved it. And that was my way of like showing off. I was like really good at sports. Like I did high jump because I was so tall at such a young age. So
Yeah.
like I was like third in Australia when I was like 12 at high jump. And then I got into cricket and I fell in love with it. And I didn't just fall in love with the game and sport. I fell in love with the process of training.
Got you. Okay.
And
So there's something I've realized recently as I've gotten kind of more
connection.
into more sport. Music and sport are the
So
same
connected.
fucking thing, aren't they?
so connected. And so in high school, I was so dedicated and so driven to cricket. I would wake up at 5 a.m. before school and train. I'd get up after school, I'd go home and train, go to the cricket nets and train. That was my plan. And at the same time, I was like, cricket might not be a very fruitful thing if I don't make it big, but I just want to play for the
There's
rest
only
of my
so
life.
many people
There's
that can
only
make
so
it
many,
fruitful, right?
and it's, it's not the highest paid sport.
Yeah.
So I was like, my mom and dad made sure I did well in school. So I was a straight A student. My plan was to, so obviously I was living in Mullumbimby at the time. My plan was to move to Sydney after school, study engineering and play cricket for UNSW.
That
Was my plan. Not a bad life. I was very set on it. I mean, I was with my wife now at the time as well, and we had that plan together. We were going to do this. We were going to move to Sydney together, and then music came along and changed that completely. Ended up moving to Sydney and doing the thing, but not quite in the same way as I thought it would be.
Do you feel like you're where you're meant to be right now?
Gosh, that's a good question. I think about that all the time, to be honest.
Yep.
A lot, and when I had my time off and reflected, that was a massive question I'd ask myself a lot, is this where I'm supposed to be? Is this where I want to be? Hindsight is an interesting thing. Sometimes I watch a game of cricket and I'm like, fuck. Because like a lot of people I played with when I was playing with like New South Wales in the underage group, a lot of them are now playing for Australia and playing professionally.
Give me some names. Who did you play with?
Well, Tanveer Sanger plays for Australia. A lot of big bash boys I played with. I remember Jake Fraser McGurk, who's an incredible batsman. I remember him hitting me for like 4 sixes in a game when I was playing for New South Wales and he was playing for Victoria.
So were you a bowler?
I was a bowler.
Right.
I batted too, but at the New South Wales level, I was more a bowler.
Yeah.
And it's like seeing these people that I used to play with, I'm like, actually, you know what? This is like, could have been me. But it's hindsight's crazy. If I'd done that, would have seen musicians do their thing and be like, damn, that could have been
It's
me.
exactly
So,
what I was thinking.
I don't think you know.
And they're probably thinking the same thing. They're probably seeing their old cricket mate up on stages and rocking out to thousands of people and going, fuck.
I think it's hard to know. I think it's also hard to look at life from an outside perspective sometimes and smell the roses in a way. Like,
Totally.
I know that I'm doing well, and 5 years ago I would have dreamt of everything that I'm doing now, but like obviously it doesn't feel like that because your dreams progress and you change. But I think I'm very proud of where I am in every aspect of my life outside of music.
Yeah.
It's like I'm so proud to be married. I always wanted to be married now, and to be married, and we have a dog, and like these things is exactly where I'm meant to be. And the music is a forever changing thing. So
And when the rest is good, it all feeds back into the
It
music
does.
being enjoyable, right?
it does, and I think that's what my break was so important. Is I made sure to spend all my time with my wife
Yeah.
And then we got the dog, and then we spent all the time with the dog, and like just starting to build our family and think about the future other than just what's, you know, right in front of us right now. And I think that's what that break allowed me to do, is just to look outwards a little bit. Like this fleeting moment, this tour, like it, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, you know. This like,
because I've always got this.
I've always got this. Doesn't matter how much money I make, how many fans I have, how many streams I have, I've always got this, and that's what matters.
You keep your relationship beautifully private as well.
Yeah.
And I know you like to talk about, you know, how important your marriage is and how important that relationship is, but you also want to keep a lot of it for yourself, right?
Yeah, totally. Also comes from her. Like I don't mind, but she's a very private person, and I want to respect that.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know, it's for us too. Like, I want to show the world what being in love can look like and what being in a healthy relationship can look like, because I think there's a lot online of people who aren't in very healthy relationships, and people have an interesting view on being married young. Like a lot of people are like, well, obviously you've slept with other people and you've cheated and stuff. I'm like, and you've broken up, you've been together for 10 years, you have to have broken up. And so, no, you know, we have a great relationship.
You know.
So like, I enjoy being able to talk about that and show people what the possibilities are out there. But at the same time, as much as I post a lot on social media and post a lot about my life, I actually am a private person.
I know.
And sometimes it is like hard for me to post certain things. So that's just something that if you know, you know. And like I was talking to Shawnee earlier, and he was like, your wife named Holly, is it? I'm like, no. He's like, I was looking it up.
He said that's what Google said.
Yeah, and it's like, no one knows her name online, because this is something that, you know, she never wanted to be, you know, an influencer or like in the public eye. So
she just wanted to love on you, and vice versa.
So like me getting into the public eye, I don't have to drag her into it, and she can live her life, and she is wonderfully helpful. Do you want me to hold that for a bit as well?
Yeah, let's do a 15-minute mark. You can do a bit.
I was like, you're holding this up for a long time.
I was switching hands in the end, but I was like, nah, it's gonna be a bit. I want to talk about the record, obviously. Yeah. First song, man, that intro, what is that sample?
I have no clue. It's my friend Aioli from the States. Yeah. Do a lot of stuff with him. He did a couple songs on the record, and he is a sample god. A lot of it is him. I don't think that is him though. But yeah, I've actually got asked this a few times, and I'm like, I need to ask him what it is beautiful.
I was worried I'd put the wrong song on initially.
I know, it's gorgeous. I love it. And that's what drew me to it initially when he sent me that. Yeah. The pianos and that sample together, it's what he sent me. And I was like, I've always wanted to write a song kind of detailing and outlining my story and everything that I've been through to this point, because a lot of people found me recently and don't know 5 years of backstory. So when he sent me that, I was like, this might be the time for me to write this.
And didn't you spit? Didn't you spit?
I think I killed it, yeah. I think I did.
You did, man. And I think for people that know what they know of you so far through the music and through the social media stuff, that's you for just 2 minutes detailing what that experience has felt like. Is it scary to put shit like that out?
I can't wait for people to call me an overnight success and then show them all this shit. I mean, that song is important. It was hard to know how to articulate certain things. Yeah. And obviously there's so many things that I couldn't fit in the song as well. So there might even be a part 2. I initially wrote it thinking there was going to be another part. So you never know.
I like the idea of you opening every record with something like that. Right?
I agree. Like I didn't even make it as an intro at the start. Yeah. And when I first made it, I had trap drums over and it was like a rap song. Hence why it's pretty flowy and the cadence is more fast. Yeah. And then I showed it to the label and my team and they're like, what if you take away all the drums? What if you make this acoustic, and what if you really bring the emotion out of it? And I was like, you know what, that's an incredible idea. And then all of a sudden it became the intro. And then led to all, especially because I feel like I've talked more about my mental health recently, and people might not know the backstory behind some of, you know, why this is hard for me. So I think that's why it was an important way to start the EP.
Beautifully said. It's going to wait till we go past Bruno Mars so we don't get copyright flagged.
True. Oh, we're supposed to watch that premiere tonight. the Odyssey.
Oh, is that, can you only watch it at IMAX? Is that the thing?
I don't know. I was wondering that because I know they filmed it
Yeah.
on IMAX. I don't know. I think so.
So
But it also would be
hard to watch
silly
it.
because they'd miss out on so much money.
Exactly.
And it's a Christopher Nolan
There's
film.
like 10 IMAXs.
Yeah, I know. So maybe not. Maybe it's just like the best experience would be on IMAX.
Exactly. All right, we're past the
Yeah,
Bruno
past the
phase.
Bruno.
Sorry guys, I had to pause because Bruno Mars is playing in the background. We didn't
Shout
get it
out,
flagged.
Bruno.
Well, we love Bruno. I feel like Bruno makes sense for someone you'd like.
Yeah, I forgot I was talking to you about this, but we're talking about a Bruno song that I didn't know if I would be into it or not. It was "Marry You," and I'm like, dude, this is my song, man.
He just did simple, he still does it.
Yeah.
But that album, the Doo-Wops and Hooligans, just did simple pop so beautifully.
So well. I don't think anyone else is able to do that as good as him.
We're staring
Sings.
directly into the sun, everybody.
Yeah, it's good lighting though.
Yeah, it's great. It's perfect lighting. Golden hour. Talk to me about the rest of the record because it kind of, I think I said this to you, but you stripping everything back and sort of going back to basics when you first returned sounded so good. And then there's 7,500 miles, obviously, which is kind of expansive, but still simple as well.
Yeah.
What changed in the way you approached writing when you came to this one?
I think, as I touched on a bit earlier, like I stopped trying to fit in
Yeah.
and try and write for a certain sound or to fit a certain box. And I just wrote what I wanted to say and then tried to articulate it through the music rather than think about a certain sonic direction before I even started writing.
Yep.
And so it felt like a much more freeing in the sense of this record. That's why some of the songs, you know, are jumping a little bit here and there. Paul Mallory's more folky. 25/8's much more R&B than you have the 3,500 Miles, which I feel like is just a pop song. So like, I felt like I just was more boundaryless and limitless in the way I was putting the songs together.
And does that feel like the right thing for you? Do you want to kind of keep doing it that way?
Yes and no. I think it was right for this period as I was figuring things out, but I really want to drop an album and I really want to find my place and where I fit in. And I think the best way to do that is to not go searching for it, it'll happen when it happens.
Yeah.
And there's certain, like, I think that's why we put 25/8 as the last song on the project, is because where my head's at currently is that. And I just kind of want to deep dive into that sound at the moment and see where that takes me. And so we'll see. I think I want to, my goal for Paradise is to have a body of work that is so cohesive and every song is made with the very same intention. And so I think that's when I drop an album, that'll be it.
Do you reckon it'll be next?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I do. I really do. I mean, I've been doing this for 5 years, releasing music. Almost 6 years. Fuck.
The kid's old.
I know. I mean, like, I'm no longer I'm no longer a young artist. I mean, I'm young, but like,
You're young as
I
hell.
was 18 when I started this thing. It's been a while, so I think it's time. I just hope that sonically, oh, we're gonna run over. I hope that I can back it up sonically and feel like I'm in. You know, the debut album is so scary. It's such a big deal.
You only get one.
You only get one debut album. And
Unless
I
you
hate
change
it.
your name.
Yeah, you know what? I do the debut album. It's not what I want actually. I'm changing my name again. I'm going back to Asher.
Asher's back.
Asher's back. It's a rap album. Yeah. I don't know. I hope it is next.
I'll take it back off you.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
We'll see. We'll see where the music takes me.
Yeah.
But all I am focused on is the music at the moment.
Have you got the people around you, do you think, to make the record? Have you got the right producers or right writers? Have you met your people, or is there still more searching to do?
I think there's still more searching to do, and that's something that I think has been tough. I've worked with so many people, and I love it. And every time I work with someone new, I'm like, oh, this is really good. I want to explore this more. And then I find someone else, and I want to explore this more. I mean, I have my people, but you know, I do want to sit down and write an album with one person. I think maybe that's me. Like my story, I just wrote in my room with my friends sending me the pianos. So like maybe in 25/8, similarly, I did that in a hotel room.
Did you?
Yeah,
Because that sounds like it was done at 2 a.m. in a big studio
we ended up producing that out more, but the initial idea came from me in LA in a hotel room at like 2 a.m. just missing my girl and wanting to, you know, be like, these are all things I'm gonna do when I get back home.
Yeah.
So a lot of the best records, and even my previous songs that would be big, like Boys Don't Cry, these are all songs that have just been near my bedroom.
Yeah.
So part of me wants to just go back to that. And you know, hopefully I can go over to LA soon and write with Mason and my friends over there, because these people would like, I just want to have fun with it. I think it's the most important thing is like, life's short. And that's why taking a break was so important for me, because I was like, I just want to do things that I enjoy. I don't want to look at this like it's a job, and I don't want to have to do certain things to please certain people. I just want to have fun, because the more fun we have, the more happier we are.
So true.
Nothing else matters, you know?
So true. We've talked about the break a bit. What did you actually do? Like, what was your day to day?
I wrote a lot. I just did, like, I'm such a normal person.
Yeah.
That even when I'm not on break, like when I'm working like now and I'm in cycle, I don't know what the fancy terminology for this shit is. When you're in release cycle, I mean, right now I'm very content focused and press focused and promo and getting the CP out there. But even so, like, I always make sure, you know, I go out for coffee with my wife and we take Winnie on for a walk, and like, you know, I'll go and play some PlayStation with my mates afterwards. Like, I'm always trying to just do regular things with my friends, because I have a lot of friends that aren't in music, and that keeps me very grounded.
Yeah.
I'm able to just fuck around and not talk about music and think about music and be on social media. So
because it's so immersive, isn't it?
So immersive.
And when you're an artist, it's a lifelong, you know, commitment.
And I have a really bad issue with comparisons. So when I'm on social media a lot, I'll see other artists that I look up to and I'm like, fuck, I wish I was doing that, X, Y, and Z. So honestly, the biggest thing I did when I was on break was just get off social media and doing.
How hard was it?
It was easy because I'd made the commitment before it. I'm like, if I'm committed to not being on social media for a certain amount of time, then this is easy for me. And if I go on social media, I'm breaking my promise to myself.
How long were you off? Like, did you have daily little scrolls or?
No, I really tried to get off completely. I mean, I scrolled every now and then because it's pretty addictive. It's pretty hard to actually completely go cold turkey on that, which is a real issue.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't think I posted for a couple months, which for me is incredible. But also, like, it sucks how much that hurt. Like, the algorithms hate that. So I had to come back and re-hustle again because I lost all the momentum. So
Jesus.
That was kind of tough.
So you had to claw it all back, basically.
Yeah.
And
it's just like, I think it's something that I knew was going to happen eventually, where you build up such a following and get so used to certain numbers, and it's a roller coaster. It goes up and down. And
I mean, when you're 85, you're not going to give a shit what your metrics look like.
And that's what I keep trying to tell myself, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm just focused on the music. And that's what I did when my break. I'd listen to music a lot.
Okay.
Because I got into this rhythm where I was making a lot of music and I was posting social media content. And so I was just rinse and repeat my music. And I found myself just not enjoying the music I was making because that's all I was listening to was I didn't have anything else to reference and to inspire me. So I listened to a lot of music. I went back to my roots a little bit. I was like, Mom, what did you used to play when I was a kid? What are these albums that I used to listen to when I was 5 years old doing air guitar, you know?
Did you get into the Angelique Kidjo?
Yeah, I did. I got into the Angelique Kidjo. Yeah. I mean, I was like, damn, now I can kind of understand it a little bit. There's certain elements of certain songs that I've written that I'm like, you know what? I can hear it now.
It's in you.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. But that was the main thing I think I did. I just listened to music, spent time with my friends and my wife, and that's something I've tried to just continue doing because of how happy that makes me.
Yeah.
So even now, I'm trying to do the exact same thing, but just sprinkle in more work in between.
I mean, when your work looks like this some days,
it's not bad.
It's not
Getting
bad.
the steps in, having a good chat in beautiful Sydney.
And processing some shit,
yeah,
you know? I think what really has always impressed me about you is the fact that you know, I think grounded's a word that gets thrown around too much, but that you've really put the work into that balance and that understanding that whilst music is our lives, we don't have to give every ounce of our being to the industry.
Yeah.
You know, it's always going to be part of it.
I think I became an industry baby after a while.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
You know, I feel like I've got signed without releasing a song. So all I've known is the industry. All I've known is, I've seen all different sides of it. So I think I just got a little bit indoctrinated into that whole
Of course.
got rhythm of it all. And
But you also, and I've talked about your work ethic and your hustle before. You know, when you presented an opportunity like this to get your art out to the most people, you're always going to take it.
Absolutely. And once you see what the possibilities are, and this is saying this earlier, like I post like 5 to 10 trial reels a day on Instagram, and
5 or 10 a day?
yeah, it's a lot. And it's like, it's not like super hard because I have content that I can rinse, but like,
Dude, that's still...
it's a lot, but it's like, I have an opportunity to grow. And one of those reels usually every day will get a lot of views and I'll generate a lot of fans from it. And so I'm almost doing a disservice to myself if I'm not using that opportunity while it's here. And it's like, yeah, it's a tough one because I just want to do the thing and be good at it. And I have an opportunity to do that. And, you know, it'd be silly if I didn't take it. I think about this. I had a moment when let me do this now.
Yeah, let's do that.
I had a moment when I was on break where everything that was popping off was 1, 2, 3 and Boys Don't Cry. And I was like, I'm over this. I want people to listen to other things. And so I stopped posting it. And I want to say recently I started posting them again because I was like, I'm actually being so selfish because I have an opportunity to have a hit song and an opportunity to have people fall in love with my music and create memories to my music. And because I'm over it and I've over listened to it a little bit, I'm gonna stop having that opportunity. So
it's still new to someone else.
Exactly, and that's why I've been pumping the trial reels, because trial reels only see non-followers. So I know a lot of people who follow me are like, all right, next.
Bro, you know, I only found out about trial reels like 2 days ago, and
it's gonna change your life.
I'm addicted already.
Yeah, I know, it's gonna change your life.
I'm just
shout out
shit.
Instagram,
shout out Meta.
Shout out Meta, yeah, absolutely. They've killed the game on that one.
I think you mentioned a good point. You know, those songs that maybe you weren't as into anymore because you've rinsed the hell out of them and you've posted them a million times.
Yeah.
You know, that still could be someone's favorite song.
Exactly.
Down the track.
And I play them at shows, and it reminds me of how much people connect to these songs.
Yeah.
And that's what I do it for, you know? As I said, like once I release a song, it's not mine anymore. It's up for interpretation. It's up for people to make their own memories off it. And yeah, I might not resonate with that version of me who made that song anymore, but it's my duty as an artist and as a creator to give people these memories and to help them if they need help. I don't know,
with their lives.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at 7,100 steps.
400 more
400
steps
to go. So in the final
we can do it.
We can do
Let's
this.
Push,
We've
baby.
done
Let's
this.
push.
In the final 400 steps, I want you to promote the shit out of this record. Tell everyone why they need to hear it.
Oh man. I've been toying with this question all day, man. Like, part of me is like, I don't even know. Like, I've found it so hard promoting myself because I'm like, I know, imposter syndrome. I'm like, this is shit. No one should listen to this.
It's not.
I know. You know what? People should listen to it because this is the realest I've been on records before.
Yeah.
But not only that, is like, I really care about the art, and I've stopped chasing dreams and I've started chasing the art, and that makes me happy. And yeah, you know, I think I'm really in it for longevity, and I actually, some people I think might not understand because I have a lot of followers and people might see me as a TikToker or someone on Instagram Reels that they scroll past every now and then. But I do this because I love music and I enjoy the art and creating it. I don't do this to make followers and get streams, you know. I had to lose myself a little bit to understand that again and get back into the process of writing music that I just love. And so this record is me leaning back into my roots, my artistic roots, and really wanting to create something that's just fucking incredible and not worry about everything else around it. So,
and that's why you're going to be around for a long time.
Yeah, I hope so. And this shows me that this is worthwhile doing that and stopping writing for other people and writing for myself, and it's inspired me to continue to do that into my future records and albums, projects. Just writing for me and enjoying it. Just till that Matt's butt crack. Pull out your pants, brother.
Pull them up. We just hit 7,500.
We just hit 7,500 steps. We
That's
did
my
it, baby!
boy, we did it!
And now we've actually probably got another 1,000 steps to go.
We've actually got to go get back to the office and everything. Go check out the record, everybody. Even if you
Please
just
do.
start at my story,
Yeah.
just listen to what he has to say.
And then you can judge if you want to listen to
Yeah,
it.
you can decide, or you can
You
go
can
and listen to
decide.
some more.
Go listen to more Suno Slop. Go on.
The perfect ending.
Oh, Suno Slop.